Hello, bro. What are you doing?
Hello, good morning, everyone. So,
Good evening, sir.
good evening. So, hopefully, all of you got some idea about SQL by now, right?
Yes, sir.
And you must have started doing some practice. So, let me know if you have any one of you have any question, concern, confusion. We can just discuss about in 1, 2 minutes and then we'll move forward. And any personal issues like access and all these, you guys can just talk with Priyanka and she will help you out there. Okay. Any question, concern, guys? Any one of you?
No, sir.
Okay. So let me start today's session. Let me go to Vani portal and let's try to cover some of the journeys. So guys, how many of you have visited this money.com so far? Any one of you?
Yes, sir. I
And
have visited.
Yes, sir, but not able to log in.
I have already logged in also, sir.
okay, so whoever we are not able to log in, let's message to Priyanka and Mukul, you can just look into that, okay? What's the issue happening in all these?
Okay, sir.
Now, one more request, guys. How many of you have like already subscribed on YouTube or started following on Insta?
I have done everywhere.
Okay, that's good. I can see not all of you have done that. So can you guys please do that? Because see, I'm not charging anything. And here in US, if you will count my 1 hour, we are getting at least more than $100. But I'm just trying to squeeze myself in office hour, trying to give you guys some knowledge and trying to make your basic SQL stronger as well as you feel interested in that. So in return, at least I should expect that much, right? Give me a minute, guys.
Of course, you should.
Sure. So can all of you please go right away and subscribe our YouTube channel, please, everyone.
It's done, sir.
Sir, hello.
And our YouTube channel, let me just show you quickly. So if you will just click on one, if you will just search Vani Technologies LLC, you will get the channel here. Okay. And you can see if you will go to live section, you will find it out all the live recorded videos here. Okay. Another part is there are a lot of other videos also, of course. You can go to playlist, getting ADF videos, Databricks, SQL, and all these, apart from some of the funnies video and seasonal videos. And you will get everyday kind of interview practice questions here. Like in Snowflake, you can see day 42. So you will have 42 Snowflake questions ready. Then you will see day 78 SQL journey. So you have already 78 questions readily available. Similar way, daily dose of day 45 of Databricks. And you will find Azure questions also, like day 28 Azure fundamental questions, right? So whenever you are traveling or you are having some leisure time, that time itself you can just visit our channel, just get benefited out of that. Okay. So our main goal is not to just grab money and all these. Here we are just kind of make you guys stronger. And if you feel you need to learn more, then we can talk further separately. But if your SQL is strong, learning anything will be not very tough because everywhere you will meet these SQL technologies. Okay. And then install, so you can just search us Vani Technologies, you will get it. Okay, so hopefully all of you might have already subscribed or follow or you are in process. For time being, let me start showing you guys some of the topics in SQL. So all of you learned so far, select, then from, then where. Apart from that, in where you learn or and in between, right? And then you learned order by clause also. Got it? Now, let's talk about further more. So let's try to see all the data from employees table. For that, you will have to write select string from employees. Now you can see employee ID, first name, salary, and all these columns here. In real industry, when you are going to work, you will have to format the data also. Format means what? Format means, suppose I want to change first name into uppercase. But you might be asking, hey, why we need to get first name in uppercase, right? There should be some reason for that. So of course, yes, since some of the reports where they present to client or present to user, they provide in uppercase. Or let's talk about email ID. Normally, email ID you must have seen in lowercase only, right? So there may be many different reasons. Suppose the phone number, you want to bifurcate based on the area code. So you can just get first 3 digits and then you will get area code. I'm not aware about India number right now, but in US, first 3 digit will be the area code of phone number. In there also, it's the same thing, right, guys? Any one of you? First 3 digit represent area code, or is just random in any other places based on the carrier? Any one of you having some idea about that?
No.
No?
I think it is
Okay.
random.
Okay. Here you get phone from any carrier, either T-Mobile or AT&T and all these. First 3 digit will represent area code. Okay. So suppose you want to bifurcate the data based on area code, the first 3 digits. So in that case, what we have to do? You can see the phone number here, 515-515, like that. So looks like this is California number. So these 3 digits represent the area code. Got it? So suppose you in report you want to get just first 3 digit of phone number. Apart from that, suppose you want to get some of the data from date where you want to get the month number or month name or year. The requirement you might have that, hey, just get all the employees who were joined in 2003 or 2007. So you can just separate it out, year number from the date. So when you will start working on data, lot of data formatting or data separation, cutting part of data and all you might need. Got it? So to doing all these things in SQL, there is a group of functions and that is called single row function. So what is single row function basically? Single row function will just take the data one row,
One row.
format it, and return you the result back. But when we are going to apply any function on multiple records and getting one record as output, that is called aggregate function. We will go there in the next class. Today, mostly, let's focus on single row function. So single row function can be applied on char data, can be applied on number data, can be applied on date data, and there are conversion function, like whenever you have to convert character to date or date to character or any digit to character like that. And then there will be some control function. Got it? So these are and apart from that, you may be using null function. So these are single row functions, guys. Now in char, what are the types of function we can have? So you may have upper, lower, init cap, then you may have trim, lpad, rpad, and in trim also you may have ltrim and rtrim. Okay. And then there will be substring, replace, translate. Got it? So these are the different types of functions. There are few more, but we're not able to cover much in all these type of functions. I will just show you few of them, and then rest you can go to vani.com or on YouTube also, you will find some of the videos. Now, number function, there are seal, floor, trunk, round. Got it? And date, you will have last day, add to date, date difference and all. There are some more functions. Conversion function, there will be to char, to date, to number, and control function, there are two functions mostly, decode and case. Null function, NVL, NVL2, null if, and coalesce. These are the mostly single row functions you will be using daily to daily basis, or if not daily, at least very frequently. Got it? Any one of you have any question, concern, guys?
No, sir.
Okay. So let's see one by one what it is. And if you will relate it with which journey we are right now trying to do. So this is single row function. Got it? So if you will go to single row function on our Vani portal, then you can see multimedia videos. And in the lesson section, you can see types of single row function. You can have control, null, date, number, character. Got it? So these are the functions. And in subsequent journey, you can see row function related to char, number, date, and all these. Got it? So
Yes,
you
sir.
will get all the consolidated list on the website also. Now let's move forward and let's see syntax for some of the single row functions. So let's start with char function. Any one of you can suggest me if you are thinking I'm going to ask you upper and lower. I am not. So let me explain you this part. Upper function basically will change your column value to uppercase. Got it? And lower will change the value to lowercase. The question I'm going to ask about init cap. Any one of you can just tell me what is init cap?
The init cap
I
gives
think it
the
will
first letters should be in the capital letters.
capital, yeah. See,
That's right. So basically, init cap function is made up of two words. The first one, initial, and the second one is capital. Initial capital means the first letter will be capital and all other letter will be small. Clear to everyone?
yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now let's see what is syntax for these three functions. So for these three function or even trim, ltrim, rtrim, let me talk about these three also and then we'll write syntax together. Any one of you can tell me what is this trim all about?
To
So let
remove
me.
white spaces.
I think it will separate that.
Mhm.
I think it will just let us suppose there is a word, and from the word it will trim some of the words, some of the letters.
That's right. So basically, use of trim is trimming. Hey, then what is trimming? You might have done like any tree trimming, right? When you are just cutting some branch of tree. Same way, trim here, we can remove some of the characters of the column. What does that mean? So suppose the first name is Mukul, right? If I just want to remove M or just remove, I want to remove MU like that, then we can use trim. Or if we want to remove L or UL like that. So trim, if you are using, it can work in beginning and last both. It means left side and right side both. But L trim will just remove from left side and R trim will just remove from right side. What does that mean, right side? You can just see your right hand. So right hand basically this side and left hand from this side. But removing any character, generally we don't use this trim function. We can use, of course, but mostly use of trim function is removing white character. White character, what it is? Suppose I have name Mukul here, but in this value, there are some space here, which you are not able to see because of this is invisible character. So white space is also calculated as data. Remember, guys, okay? So if you have white space character in left side and right side both, how we can remove it? If you will use trim, it will remove a space from both sides. And if you will use L-trim, it will just remove from left side. And if you will use R-trim, it will remove white space from right side. Syntax for upper, lower, init cap, L-trim, R-trim, it's same. What you have to do? You have to write function name and then column name. Got it? So let's write a query, guys. Display employee ID, first name in uppercase, and email in lowercase. Okay. And let me see if any of the name having some space in any of the side. Okay, so just remove okay. So yesterday I have taught you where clause, so I just added one where clause also here, just to check if you guys can use that properly. So all of you just send me this query quickly, please. Okay, I got answer from many of you. So let me just quickly paste one of your answer. I got this answer from one of you, and let me see. Do you guys find any mistake in this query, or this is perfectly fine? Any one of you? Do you see any issue in this query, guys?
In the upper first name, there is semicolon aside.
That's right. So it should be comma, and then if you're going to run this query, this will work. Good job, guys. Now let's talk about Lpad is just padding the character, guys, either in left or right side. You guys can go through our videos. Let me explain you guys substring and replace these two. So let's see what is substring all about. Substr function, it is made up of two words. Any one of you can make a guess. What are the words it used for this function? So no issue. Subset is one word and then a string. What is subset, guys? Subset is basically part of any set. What is set? Set is group of elements. Okay. So here, what is group of elements? Group of letters. Got it? So Nina, you can see 5 letters, Alexander and all these. So basically subset of a string means from any column you have lot of characters, right? Get some of the characters out of that. Now, if I will ask you, hey, you know what? Get first 3 character of last name. So guys, what is the column name I'm using here? Any one of you? Which column name I'm using in this question?
Last name.
Correct. I'm using last name column to cut the character. And from which position I'm starting cutting the character?
From HUN.
So if you will see the first name, or okay, let's take last name. Aman, can you go on mute, please? So you can see here, Kocher. Now we give the position to all the characters. How? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have to get first 3 characters. It means from which position we are going to start taking characters, guys? Which position number?
1, 2, 3.
So we are starting from position 1, right?
Yes.
So the start position is basically 1. And how many characters we are going to take from there?
3.
3.
3. So number of character is 3. So how we can write the syntax for substring, guys? So syntax for substring is substr, write the column name. And then which one I should write first? A start position or number of characters?
Number of it.
No. We write a start position, but good try. And then number of character. This is the syntax of substring function. Okay. Now, if you want to write a query, let's write it. And let me see if you guys got my point. Display employee ID, last name, and 2 characters of last name from third position. Can you guys write a query quickly, please? This is the second question of today's session. So what you need to do? You need to get employee ID, last name, and 2 characters of last name from third position. Let's try to write the query quickly, guys. And the main reason to give you guys query to write is I want you guys focusing in class and I want to see how much you are understanding basically. Many one of you sending me the query, that's a good sign, guys. I can see Vanu, Sajin, Aman, Nikhila, and I got previous query from any one of you as well. Bharti, Venkatesh, Sneha, and I got from few more. This one, like Bharat, Venkatesh, Krishna, Murli, all of you just try to write it, okay? And this is just for you guys itself, okay? I got from Dolika. Everyone, please, just quickly. I got from Parsu, okay? In this class, there are almost 38 guys. So all of you just try to write at least so that you will start habitual of writing queries, okay? And this SQL language is very, very easy, guys. It just need little focus and practice. If you know what it is and how it should work, if you will just start memorizing it, it will be little difficult. But just try to understand till root of any function that, hey, why this name is, what it does, what should be the syntax. And then you don't have to kind of keep memorizing it much. Okay, so I got from Parsu, Aman, okay. And whoever is still writing it, you can try later also after the class. So let me show you how to write it, guys. First of all, our A for apple, right? Select. What are the columns? Employee ID, last name. And then the third one, we have to write 2 characters of last name from third position. So whenever you have to take characters, some of the characters, always remember to use substring function. And then which column, guys? Last name. So go ahead according to the syntax. What is the syntax? Syntax for substring function is substr, column name, start position, and number of characters. So 2 character is a start position or number of characters. So of course it's number of characters, right? Then from third position. So start position is 3 and number of character is 2 from employees. So that's how you write the query. Now let's see another function called replace. Can any one of you tell me what this function might be doing, guys? Anyone?
Replace old data to new data.
Okay, good. Anyone else?
Replace one letter to
I
another
guess
letter.
it's just replace the letters.
So only one character, guys, or it may replace multiple characters.
Multiple characters.
Multiple characters.
Okay. So then what should be the syntax, guys? You guys gave me half of the answer. Now give me the syntax also, guys, please. So of course, we'll write replace. And first answer I can give you from my side. We'll write first the column name, of course, right? Which column we are going to use to replace the characters. Now, the tough part I want from you guys. You know, always, whenever you have opportunity, try to grab whatever you can, try to get it easily, right?
So
So I just grabbed the easy part and left the hard part for you guys. So now tell me the syntax now.
So after
Again,
the
we have
column,
to
there
start.
should be the word numbering the word where which we have to replace, uh, and then uh, and then after that we should write the numbering where we have to replace the word.
Okay, that's good. So source character and target character or string. Any one of them. Here the same thing. Now, let me give you guys one question and let me see how many of you can write it. Should I give you guys very easy question or little tough question? Tell me quickly, please.
Little tough.
Tough one.
Okay, sure. So this time there are 4 things, remember, don't get confused. Display employee ID, that is 1. Last name, that is 2. Replace E by 8 symbol of last name and replace AE by at and hash symbol of last name. 4 things you guys have to write, and let me see who can write it quickly. All of you, please go on mute, please. Otherwise, you guys will get disturbed, right? Okay, do it quickly, guys, everyone. Okay, this time I got 23 answers. That's very surprising, guys. Okay, let me see. Looks like 90% of you are correct. Few of you are just little wrong, like Mahendra. Let me explain that. So let me show this query to all of you guys, and any one of you can tell me what is wrong in this query, guys.
There is after the last name, he should be in a single quotation.
Correct. So first error is all the columns should be separated by comma. Suppose you are speaking Hindi, right? And suddenly I will start putting some Sanskrit word. You guys will not able to understand if you know only Hindi. Similar way, the SQL compiler, the SQL language, don't know that if you can separate column by and also, because that's not in their dictionary. Got it? So whenever you learn any language, you learn grammar, right? Why we learn grammar? Just to understand exact syntax of that language, right? How to use past, future. And if you want to speak in past, and if you will use will there or shall there, it will be wrong. Similar way, all the columns should be separated by comma, not and or any other word. Okay? Remember that, guys. Now what's wrong? Now everything is good or is still something wrong here?
Still something is wrong. Like after the
Inverted
last
comma
name,
was
there
not
should be a single quotation. Only that time.
Correct. So
an inverted
character
comma was
data,
yeah.
character data must have single quote.
Single
That's a
comma.
very good answer, guys. Now let me see, still something wrong here in this query?
Yeah, after replace there is space.
Yes, I just rectify that. Is still
And
anything wrong?
after replace, there
One
should be
more
replace.
refresh is missing.
Correct. So we have to use replace here also.
Okay.
Good. Looks like all of you are going to be mastered very soon in SQL. So now you can see this is how it works. Wherever letter E there, it got replaced by at symbol. And wherever AE there, it got replaced by at and has. Okay, that's good. So your bear, right? It got replaced. But wherever A is there, it has not replaced by at symbol. Why, guys? I can see A here but in beta, right? Beta A has not replaced. I was thinking this A
It
should be
should be
replaced by
AE
at
both.
symbol.
It
What is
should
that?
be AE both.
That's very good answer, guys. So wherever it will find AE continuous letter, then only it's going to work like that. But see, my requirement is I want to replace if A is there, replace by ampersand. If E is there, replace by has. What I can do? Any suggestion? Any one of you?
Can you repeat the question once again, sir?
So what I want, guys, I want to replace A by at symbol, E by has symbol like that. I don't want to wait just this continuous letter. I want to replace one letter by another, one letter by another. Like replace is doing E by ats, right? I
Swap.
want here also A by M like at symbol and E by has symbol. What I can do?
Swap.
You
We can
can
use
divide
swap.
the A and E.
Just change the source character and target.
But I want to replace these two both. A by like at symbol and E by has symbol, not AE. I want E also should be replaced and wherever A is there, it should be also replaced.
So we can swipe, sir, right?
Okay, so now I can tell you, see, I'm already replacing E by at symbol, right? If I can use this one, so you are going to get like this, right? And again, I can use on top of that one more time replace. What will happen? Now I'm going to replace A by at symbol. So now let's try to understand what is going to happen, guys. First of all, inner logic will replace E by at symbol. And then A by at symbol, right? And then what will happen? Later on, when you are done with replacing, just replace this one by has. Got it? So if you will run this one now, what will happen? it's saying missing expression. Can any one of you tell me what may be
There should
error
be
here?
double bracket close, I think. After
Double
the
bracket.
replace, there
Double
should be
bracket will
another
be there.
bracket close also.
One bracket will be from here at the first
Correct.
replace, then second at the end.
Okay, that's good. So see, in this case, the error is not very clear, right? It's not saying, hey, where exactly the error is. And we have already tested till here, right? Best way to search it out where is the error is, just disable this first line. So in SQL, how we can disable, guys?
We have
can
to
write,
put last name in the upper replace.
okay. So what we have to do, we have to write a dash dash. What it will do? It will just comment out the first line. And this is comma, so I can just comment out this also. And now let's run it and see if it is working. So it is working, guys. It means there is no any issue in this replace, right?
So I got it, I think. Like
Okay.
already in the first replace, there is E replaced by the red, and again in the second command also there should be there is E replaced by the hashtag.
So there is no, you can do like maybe you can write many times replace, keep replacing it. It's okay because what it's doing, it's not replacing in table. It's just showing you data like that actually. It's nothing to do in table. Got it? Whenever you write select, it's not affecting in the table data basically. Got it? Now, if I'm just, and see if I'm going to disable this line, right? And this line is running fine. So here, see, there is no any column after this comma. So I can just disable this guy and now run it. So it's running fine, right? So when I'm running this two separately, it's running. And when I'm kind of running everything together, why it's failing, guys? Any idea?
Yeah, there I think two commas we were mentioned.
Very good. Who gave me this answer?
Yeah, Venkatesh.
Good job, Venkatesh. So see, guys, here I have already a comma, and then again I'm writing a comma. So if you will write in one line, then you can see two comma you wrote here. Got the problem? So that's why if only one comma if you are using here and then running the query, it will work for you. So now you can see even if E is there, it's getting replaced. Anywhere if A is there, that too also getting replaced. And you know the human nature, right? If you have to replace, suppose 5 different letters, then you have to use 5 times replace, 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 replace like that. Just to avoid this situation, there is a function called, any one of you can make a guess? There is another function, guys. No? If I will show you the list, any one of you can tell me which function it may be?
Translate.
Very good. That is translate. Let's see how the translate function works. If I'm just going to run it, see these two to replace exactly working similar as translate. So what translate does, it takes first letter and replace it by first letter. Take second letter, replace by second letter, like that. So if you have multiple different characters, have to replace by multiple different characters, you can use translate. Otherwise, you have to use these many replace. So now you guys understood limitation of replace, right? Replace can work only for continuous string, not separate letters. Got it? So if we'll go to Vani, I have explained you guys today upper, lower, init cap, altrim, artrim, alpad, and replace translate is part of level 2. So you have data type also, I explained you guys, and replace translate is here. Substring, in string, length, replace, translate, and all these. So today I covered almost 7 to 8 journeys. Okay. That's all for today, guys. We'll see you tomorrow again at the same time. And you guys can send requests for level 2 also. We'll give you access and then you can start doing practice. Okay. Thanks all of you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow again. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.